Yo, D-Gens, what's up, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in. All right, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Just trying to finish getting set up here, guys. Just bear with me. Uh, Market's looking juicy, eh? How's everybody doing? How's your portfolios looking? Pretty juicy. Pretty juicy, guys. I'm loving it. Woke up to a fantastic looking portfolio myself today. Things are looking good, guys. And the funny thing about it is, this isn't even like true altcoin season. This is just like the beginning, right? This is just like a little drop in the bucket. So, if you're sitting there thinking, like, is this it? Like, no, it's really, really not it. This is just a little, like I said, a little drop in the bucket. So, yeah. Pretty exciting stuff, guys. Everybody seems to be happy over on the Patreon. Everyone's happy here. I love to see it. Let's have a look. JASMY's making another run at the 200-day SMA here. Very nice, juicy candle. Guys, JASMY is about to have the same kind of breakout that we're seeing on projects like XRP and Algorand and Swift and XCN. They're all starting to break out. JASMY is one of them. It's going to have it as well. Just a matter of time. Let's get above this 200-day SMA. Like I said, guys, I think we're going to come inside this little golden pocket. That's what she said. Going over to Bitcoin. All right, so yeah, over on Bitcoin, guys, we have this level of resistance here at 91,800. We keep projecting off. We've got kind of a spinning top candle right now in neutral. Look how we wicked perfectly down and touched the top trend line of this symmetrical triangle that I put here a couple days ago, right? Nice breakout, retest. Maybe we're going to see so we have the breakout here, guys, okay? We have the retest. So are we going to take off to the upside now? Probably yes. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right. What else do we have? Let's go look at the bubbles. Let's have a look at the bubbles. Look at the bubbles, guys. JASMY, 2 cents, 266. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Volume's coming up. Market cap back up to 1.10 billion. XRP, 30.7% up, guys. $1.16 right now. $1.16. All right, so you guys can hear I got Christmas music playing in the background, guys. Sorry if that's bugging you. If it's bugging you, let me know. I'll turn it off. I'm a very, very Christmassy guy. I absolutely love Christmas. So I always, soon as Halloween and Remembrance Day is over, we get the Christmas music going in my house, guys. So I think that my son and wife are upstairs right now cleaning up, getting ready to set up the Christmas tree already. So we love Christmas. And it looks like we're going to have a nice green Christmas, guys. A nice green one. Santa Rally next month as well. Looking forward to that. So, yeah. It's funny because we were just having a conversation. We did a group Zoom call last night over on the Patreon. And I was talking with we were talking about XRP specifically. And it was down around 92 cents at the time. And I said that we were going to come up somewhere probably between $1.11 and $1.15. We ended up going much higher than that. We ended up going all the way up to $1.23.3, which is pretty crazy. But XRP is having itself a fantastic time. XCN is just getting started. It's up 8.3%. Myria, almost 20% up on the day, guys. Myria is looking fantastic. Swift is up 12, almost 13%. Algo, 13%. Guys, looking fantastic. It's going to continue too, guys. It's going to continue. We might see minor pullbacks along the way, guys, but what we're doing here, you have to understand, is we're setting up new new support levels, right? Higher highs, higher lows. Altcoins are going to be doing that as well, same as Bitcoin, right? So it's not just going to be straight up. It's going to be up, 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 up. Maybe like 40% up, 10% down, 30% up, 5% down, right? You're going to have these fluctuations as you go. Nothing is just straight up forever. So keep that in mind. Yeah, Corium's still pumping. Corium was up almost 100% last night. It's up another 54% today, 170% on the week. Crazy. Quant up 43%. Yes. Casper 47.5%. A little surprised that Casper making a comeback, but XLM's finally starting to break out and follow suit with XRP. So that's fantastic. Right across the market, guys, we're seeing these breakouts are starting to happen. So I'm really hoping. Here's the thing. Over on the Discord, on the Patreon, guys, everyone's saying, thank you so much for, talking me off that edge and stuff like that. So many people were panicked all the time, especially over the last couple months, whining and complaining like my altcoin's not pumping. Why is my altcoin not pumping, but Bitcoin's pumping and all this stuff? And I told you guys that this was coming. So it's finally started to show up here. We're starting to see some of these altcoins start to show some life. They're waking up from their slumbers. And don't misunderstand, this is not altcoin season. This is just the altcoin starting to wake up and being pulled up by Bitcoin's action, right? So I'm glad. Congratulations to everyone who stuck with me, who didn't sell into the fear and the FUD, who continued to buy the dips. You guys, all your portfolios right now are looking so juicy. I absolutely love it. I love it, love it, love it. I will get to the chat the second half of the stream, guys. I'm not ignoring you. We got to get through we'll get through the news, and then we'll get into I'll get into the chat the second half. So just bear with me on that. And I will get to all of your questions, comments, and concerns. No sweat. So, okay, so let's get into some of the news anyway. So I found this absolutely amazing. This is from NeoSun, NeoExtrix. So Neo had posted, Japan first. In the world of JASMY, an ultra-connected urban landscape where all IoT devices, such as your phones, computers, smart home gadgets, or connected cars, operate in harmony thanks to the JASMY platform. Imagine living in this JASMY ecosystem. Your connected devices continuously generate data. Your smartphone tracks your movements. Your smartwatch monitors your fitness activities. Your smart home devices, refrigerator, thermostat, and others capture your daily habits, while your internet searches and social media posts add another layer to your digital profile. Instead of being scattered and exploited without your consent by third parties, all this data is consolidated in a secure environment powered by decentralized AI and JASMY technology. For instance, one of your devices, like your smart remote, collects information such as the time you watch TV. Now, that is a perfect example, guys, okay? And I did a video about this earlier this morning, but I wanted to kind of recapsulate it because I know not everyone catches the videos or not everyone catches the live stream. So, guys, that's a perfect example. Your smart remote, okay? Now, people often ask me, well, why is my data valuable? And I think that there's a misconception about it where people don't understand what data is being required. They think their name and address and all that kind of stuff is what they're talking about when they want your data. No, it's not, guys. Something like your smart remote being able to collect data and store it in your PDL. Do you have any idea how valuable it is to every single industry that advertises and markets on television? They run commercials and stuff, from automobiles to food to Burger King to McDonald's to Subway to everything. Home Depot, every single company who runs commercials, okay? They want to buy the data that tells them what time you watch TV, what times of day you sit down to watch TV, what channels do you watch, so that they know where they want to target their ads and stuff like that, right? This is extremely valuable. It might mean nothing to you and I, but it's extremely valuable It's extremely valuable data to these companies that want to do marketing towards their demographics, right? They need to know this stuff. So that's what makes this so valuable, guys. And you are able to monetize that data instead of, think about it, Google and Meta and these companies have been getting paid for your data, all of that information, and you've been making nothing off of it. They've been making hundreds of billions of dollars a year off of that data, and you've been making nothing, right? It's time to change that, right? It's time for you to get paid for your data, not them, right? So continuing on, he says, you'll receive a notification through your JASMY dashboard. This notification details what they want to use, e.g. your physical activity data. If you agree, your anonymized data is shared with them. In return, you're rewarded with JASMY tokens. So your information, not only do you get to sell your data to them, but it's also anonymous data too, right? So they don't know who you are, where you're from. They don't know that stuff, right? They just know specifically targeted, like what times you watch TV and what channels you watch, right? So you're anonymous on top of that, which is extremely valuable. And you get paid in JASMY. Well, more accurately, you get paid in DD coins, which you convert into JASMY, right? And by the way, to collect DD points, guys, DD coins right now, if you've been following me, I shared a link in the live stream yesterday and in a video, pre-recorded video yesterday of how you can activate your PDL. If you have an Apple iPhone, you can actually activate your PDL right now and start collecting your DD points. So that's why you got to be here, guys, because I give you the alpha, right? What other YouTube channel is giving you access to operate your PDL to create your PDL right now and start collecting DD points? Nobody but this guy, right? So that's why you got to keep it locked, guys. That's why you got to hit that subscribe button. And because we bring you that stuff, right? We bring you the alpha. So yeah. All right, continuing on. Moreover, with the integration of local edge AI and cloud-based AI, the JASMY system analyzes your data and enhances your experience. For example, it can recommend recipes tailored to your preferences, detect anomalies in your energy consumption habits to help you save money, guys. Absolutely unbelievable, right? Absolutely unbelievable. Or it can recognize objects in your photos you share to better categorize your memories. Finally, all these interactions occur within an ethical and transparent framework. At any time, you can review or withdraw your consent through the dedicated app. JASMY's partner companies can only use your data for purposes authorized by you, increasing your sense of control and trust. Absolutely lights out bullish, guys. Piggybacking off of that, the value of data, guys. Platinum data, right? While waiting for a large-scale deployment of IoT devices envisioned by JASMY, their data market can start gradually in regions. That's why the JASMY wallet was designed and will be launched soon. And that's why, speaking about in regions, right now, the JASMY wallet, the PDL, is already active on Apple iPhones, like I was just alluding to, in certain areas. You can use it in the United States. Yes, you can. It is in Japanese. However, I'm working on getting a translation for you guys for that. So yes, they're sorry. Each interaction, people's habits through their purchases, thanks to various tokens and other digital experiences via the wallet, will generate platinum data that can be exploited by companies eager to use anonymized data in exchange for compensation in different forms, including JASMY token. That is right. You'll love to see it, guys. Something else I went over earlier, guys. If you think that, look at this is JASMY chart. So like I showed you guys this earlier. Okay, so we've had the breakout. We've had the 3 touches on the trend line. I'll show you on my chart in a moment. We've had our breakout and our retest, and this is where we're going. Okay, so if we go back over to the JASMY chart, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay. So as you can see, we've had our 3 touches right here, right here, right here on the trend line, right? And now we have our breakout, our retest, and now we're going to come up here in this golden pocket. We're going to ping pong, in my opinion, and then we're going to continue up. That is what is coming next, guys. I hope you are freaking ready for it, because your face is about to melt off your skull. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, check out the this pretty cool JPYD logo. Jasmy's stable coin pegged to the yen. Pretty cool little logo there. Thought I'd show you guys that. Cool. All right, what else do we got? Stuart Alderati says Gary Gensler's attempt to justify his 4-year-long political crusade and destroy crypto by claiming he just continued what Jay Clayton started is like burning down a house and saying, Jay lit the match, I just added the gasoline. We got an article we're going to get into about that, guys. So stick around for that, because it's pretty interesting. All right, what do we got? Bitwise on Tony Edwards thinking crypto. Why Bitwise is bullish on XRP.
So Matt, there's a whole army that wants me to ask you about the XRP spot ETF you guys filed even before the election, which was amazing. Why did you guys decide to do it, and the timing and so forth?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, let's first talk about the asset before I talk about the filing. You know, XRP is an asset that has sustained and proven itself over a long period of time. It has a very strong community and very strong technology underneath. From my point of view, we haven't seen what it can do because the company Ripple has been engaged in this difficult lawsuit with the SEC, which is sort of like trying to operate with two arms tied behind your back. I think if we fast forward a year into the future, if we get positive developments in that space, you'll see XRP unleashed. What can it do in the market? It's proven its technology. It has a unique approach to the market. It has a strong community behind it. It has liquidity. It has interest from traditional Wall Street firms. We saw that with SocGen, expanding their stablecoin onto the ledger earlier this week. I think it's a really interesting idea. Like, what can this asset do if it is unleashed? So that's sort of the investment thesis without going too deep into the ways it's sort of iterating and developing. And then, from a filing perspective, again, constrained with what I can say, but I've said this before every time we file, which is that Bitwise doesn't file for fun. We file because we think there is a pathway to launch a product.
Hell yeah. I am excited about the fact that XRP is just carrying my portfolio right now. It's absolutely fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. I dig it. All right, what do we got over here? VanEck CEO says Bitcoin's price should be at $300,000 by now. What's holding it back? Jan Van Eck, the chief executive officer of VanEck, has revealed why the Bitcoin price would be worth $300,000. The VanEck CEO pointed out several reasons that can support this bullish Bitcoin price prediction, like how Bitcoin could continue to hit new all-time highs. Similarly, a rising AI altcoin. Oh yeah, I'm not getting into the altcoin. An ex, formerly Twitter post has revealed the recent CNBC interview with VanEck CEO, where he made a bold prediction forecasting that the Bitcoin price could reach $300,000. This massive projection by the VanEck CEO about the Bitcoin price is not far-fetched, as the cryptocurrency is already gearing closer to the $100,000 milestone. The prediction by the VanEck CEO is also backed by the recent Bitcoin price continuous rally, seeing as how it keeps hitting new all-time highs to trade at the current price of $88,000. It's actually up at $91,000 right now, highlighting the remarkable performance of its asset. VanEck CEO stated that Bitcoin is becoming adopted in the same way as gold. The VanEck CEO also mentioned President Trump's attendance at the Bitcoin conference and the increased investor demand for spot Bitcoin ETFs as a drive for the Bitcoin price wins this year. Additionally, the VanEck CEO predicted a 2.9 million Bitcoin price target by 2050, signifying an interest in long-term growth of Bitcoin. I will be bailing on Bitcoin when it gets to $1 million a coin, guys. that's where even closer, even if it gets somewhere around 750,000, I'm out, man. I'm taking my money and I'm gonna run, right? If you feel frustrated explaining Bitcoin, just watch this clip.
Why don't you break this down simply for people like me that don't fully understand it?
Okay.
You were if you went out the yield curve on bonds, or if you went in.
Look at his frustration. He's trying to explain it to people.
Sure.
Is constantly growing. It's happening as all of these new companies,
So let's just start at the beginning, if you don't mind explaining what is it.
Sure.
Sure. Oh man, Michael Saylor, absolutely awesome. It's like, how many times do I gotta explain this to these idiots, right? Oh, that's awesome. I'm sorry, guys. I guess I can relate sometimes, you know. I guess I can relate sometimes. All right, what else do we got? What else do we got going on? Moonvember is halfway over and on track to be the fourth highest November return in BTC's history. As well, since green Novembers are often followed by green Decembers. So here we are up here, guys. If you can see my mouse at the top, November, we're up 26.44% right now. And then the last bull run finished off to 2020, where we were in the last cycle in 2020. In November, it finished off at 40, being up 42.95%, followed by a green December of another 46.92%, guys. Absolutely crazy. So let's try to figure this out here, okay? Let's try to figure this out real quick mathematically. So that would mean that so Bitcoin's 91,000 roughly right now, okay? That would be another 18%. So by the end of November, if we did exactly the same thing as the 2020 cycle and finished November around 42.95%, Bitcoin would be at $107,380 by the time December rolls around, okay? Then if it mirrors December of 2020 and we have a 46.92%, let's round it down to 45 to make it a nice even number, right? So if we have a plus 45% December, that puts us by the end of the year at $155,700 Bitcoin, right? What do you think is going to happen to your altcoins with that happening, guys? And then it's followed up by another 3 months, as you can see, in January, up another 14.51%. So we can actually continue on. Let's continue on just for the sake of it, right? Let's continue on for fun here. So at the end of the year, $155,701 Bitcoin, plus another, let's round it down to 10% instead of 14.51 because we want to be a little bit conservative, right? That would be $171,000 Bitcoin by the end of January. Starting February, 36.78%. Let's round it down to 35. That would be a $231,000 Bitcoin by the end of February. And then going into March, 29.84%. Let's go down to 25% for kicks. That gives us, by the end of March and the beginning of April, a $289,000 Bitcoin. If we mirror what happened, what happened in the last bull run. But even if we underperform that because of diminished returns, it's possible we could be looking at over a $200,000 Bitcoin by the time April hits, right? And then, like I showed you guys, or like we were talking on the Patreon last night about, we will see a larger correction, guys, over the course probably of around Q2, And I talked about a plan that I have for profit taking last night. If you want to know what it is, we record our group Zoom calls, guys. Get over there, watch the pre-recorded Zoom call, and then join us every day for our Zoom calls over there so you can be up to date with this stuff. But I have laid out a plan for profit taking over the next couple of months, right? Based on the way things are going. And if it plays out like this, guys, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So get over there. You're not going to want to miss out on this plan, guys. If you want to learn how to get paid, get that money, get your profits out, things are looking fantastic. All right. Enough of that. Continuing on, what do we have? Tell me you're short on Bitcoin without telling me you're short on Bitcoin. Check this guy out. Probably a fudster.
Still trying to figure out in his own mind, and many investors are out there thinking the same thing. The real use case is what?
The use case is this. I'm sorry to step on your toes. This is the use case. It's people putting money into it, pulling money out of it, using it to buy other coins. That's it.
I think that's being very liberal with the term use case. But there is no use case. It's a trading instrument. It's where you can make money. It's where you can lose money.
To that point, I mean, post-Trump, when there's a lot of enthusiasm around the idea that banks will now be able to both custody and collateralize Bitcoin, and suddenly Bitcoin as an asset class opens up to the $200 trillion in institutional funds that exist out there, could flow into crypto, and even a fractional allocation of 1% to Bitcoin because of its finite supply could really be a huge tailwind to price.
And that's the issue. The finite supply is always going to keep the volatility there, which will prevent it from being currency.
Mackenzie, thank you. Still trying to...
Another, like, this guy can FUD it all he wants. He's missing out big time. But another thing that I've been harping on, I've been banging on this drum a lot lately, guys, is that people think that the available supply of Bitcoin is 21 million. It's not. There's an estimated 20% of the total amount of Bitcoin is lost forever, locked up, lost in wallets, people pass away, Satoshi's wallet, so on and so forth, right? In saying that, 20% brings us down to a total supply, I believe, of I think 16,800,000 Bitcoin is all that will ever be available. And more of that likely will get lost in wallets and stuff as we go along as well, right? So the supply is actually far more finite than people understand, right? So yeah. Now, guys, this is another reason that you want to get over to the Patreon. Look at this. I've been warning about this stuff, guys. Look at this. Binance has suspended XRP withdrawals. Every single centralized exchange starts doing this, guys. As soon as things start pumping like crazy, what do? They do this. Oh, we're having technical difficulties. You can't sell, you can't withdraw, you can't transact, right? You have to be ready for this stuff, guys. If you don't know how to get around this stuff, you got to get over to the Patreon and join us because, you know, this is what's going to happen. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are new to crypto and they're like, I'll just sell everything at this dollar and it'll be easy, right? No. It's not as easy as you think that it is because exchanges are insolvent and they do things like this, right? They stop you from they suspend your transactions on cryptos and they say technical difficulties, right? And then so that no one can take any profits, right? So you got to get over to the Patreon, guys. You're going to run into these problems and you're going to be frustrated and angry and you're going to get screwed over. So, all right, let's check in on Coach, guys, because listen, we don't just put money into crypto, make money and then walk away, right? We prepare for life outside of crypto, other investments and methods of maintaining your wealth once you have it.
When I profited in crypto, I didn't buy Lambos and big houses. I took that money and I invested into companies, created cash generating assets in multiple companies. Okay, from 2020 to 2024, my wealth paradigm has changed quite a bit. So I moved just recently into a C Corp, and I'm only going to speak from my own experience. Of course, consult your tax professional. So I have what's called Freedom Asset Management Group that manages my companies. We got 3T, Insurance Company, Refined Integrity, Merlin. We have Age of Radio. And we're in the process of transitioning all of those. So all of my income will go into the C Corp, right? And I transitioned from getting payouts from there to an employee of the C Corp. And now I'm running all of my expenses through the Freedom Asset Management Group. And on top of that, we're moving all of this into the trust. Okay. So I went from broke on my parents' couch in a vertical strategy, going to school, getting a job, having a 401k in 2017, left corporate America. Then I was in a vertical strategy, self-employed, and crypto. And then I realized it's about diversification. When I profited in crypto.
See, it's not about buying Lambos and stuff like that, guys. Making wealth in crypto, you'll find, you'll look back and say, well, that was easy, right? It really wasn't, but you'll say it was easy. So getting your wealth is one thing. Maintaining your wealth for the rest of your life is a completely different story, right? A lot of people can go broke again very, very quickly. How many lottery winners do you see out there broke inside of a year, right? Because they weren't ready for it, right? 200 million USDT sent from Tether Treasury to Bitfinex. Guys, $200 million. Someone's going shopping. Somebody is going shopping today. You want to see what adoption looks like, guys? Check this out. Coinbase just gave free Bitcoin to every person at the Warriors game. Absolutely amazing. $5 in Bitcoin. Coinbase. Could be one of the reasons that the app is getting downloaded so much, right? Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But that's what it looks like, guys. We're starting to see the hysteria is starting, right? The adoption is starting. You're starting to see crypto and Bitcoin everywhere all of a sudden, right? Cointelegraph. ETF inflows around 2,740 BTC and 13,460 ETH were sold on November 15th. BTC ETF saw 239.6 million in outflows, and ETH saw 41.2 million in outflows. Crazy. That was yesterday, and it barely affected the price of anything. All right, let's get into some XRP news, guys. XRP hits $1.15. Market cap surpasses 65 billion as XRP targets third position. Today, November 16th, XRP attained a key benchmark after reaching $1, marking a significant moment for the cryptocurrency and its community. This marks the first time it reached $1 since November of 2021. Alongside this achievement, the token's market capitalization saw an impressive 26.76 increase, climbing above 65 billion. The trading volume also surged to 13.13 billion, reflecting heightened interest in activity in the market. Many have attributed this timely rally to Donald Trump's victory in the U.S. presidential election. Trump is known for his pro-crypto stance throughout the campaign. XRP seems to be on a mission to reclaim its lost glory. It was once conveniently occupying the third position in the market before the SEC suddenly came with a legal hammer in December of 2020. XRP's derivatives market showed significant growth, with open interest rising by 10.44% to $1.56 billion. This increase signals rising speculative appetite among traders and suggests that institutional players may be entering the market. Prominent crypto analyst Ali Martinez highlighted substantial whale activity, revealing that over 320 million XRP tokens were acquired within 72 hours, enforcing investors' bullishness on the digital asset. XRP's price surge aligns with the breakout from the symmetrical triangle chart pattern, a technical indicator often associated with major price movements. Analysts have compared XRP's current trend to its historic 2017 bull run, where the cryptocurrency reached its all-time high of $3.30. This parallel has fueled speculation that XRP might be on the verge of replicating or surpassing its previous record. One of the catalysts for XRP's current rally is the listing on Robinhood, a popular US-based investing platform. Additionally, data from CryptoQuant highlights declining exchange reserves, which indicates a growing trend of long-term holding among investors. This metric often reflects heightened confidence in the asset's future potential, further supporting XRP's upward momentum. Ripple Labs continues to make headway in its legal battles with the SEC. A recent court ruling in Ripple's favor and the approval of a joint motion for final judgment have bolstered confidence in XRP's regulatory status. These developments have provided much needed clarity and optimism for the market, potentially paving the way for broader adoption. Another factor driving XRP's price is speculation surrounding Ripple's development of the dirham-backed stablecoin. This follows the successful launch of Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin fully backed by the US dollar. These innovations signal Ripple's continued efforts to expand its ecosystem and strengthen its position as a leader in blockchain-based financial solutions. Bitwise Asset Management recently announced plans to convert its Bitwise 10 crypto index fund into an exchange-traded fund. The fund is expected to include exposure to XRP, which could significantly enhance its appeal to institutional investors and further legitimize the cryptocurrency in the broader financial landscape. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse added to the excitement by addressing these developments on X. His comments amplified the positive sentiment, encouraging further market enthusiasm among XRP supporters and wider crypto communities. With the price crossing the $1 threshold, XRP appears poised for continued growth. The combination of favorable legal outcomes, expanding use cases, and growing institutional interest has set the stage for cryptocurrency to achieve new heights. While challenges remain, XRP's recent performance demonstrates its resilience and potential for a transformative force in the blockchain space. At the time of press, XRP is trading at $1.15 with a relatively 30% increase in the last 24 hours and a 108% surge in the last 7 days. XRP going absolutely balls to the wall, crazy. It is back up right now to $1.18, almost $1.19, guys. It has no chill. All right, what else do we have? Kraken, guys. Kraken, as you know, Kraken listed KASPA. So unrestricted trading starts Tuesday at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock a.m. Central. Deposits and withdrawals start on Monday. So I'm honestly, we might see a bit of a pump afterwards, but I think at first we're going to see a pump and then we're going to see a dump because people who have been holding for a while are going to take profits on this. So that's what I'm anticipating. Usually that's what happens. We'll see a big pump and then a big dump. So I would be ready for that. Continuing on. Let's go have a look at this. The altcoin market cap, guys, is set. Altcoins are set to explode. Check it out. The bull flag is playing out perfectly. Look at this nice bull flag breakout retest. Now we're getting ready to smash it, guys. Probably somewhere between 145 and 155, 1.45 and 1.55 trillion dollars into the altcoin market. Absolutely amazing. Right, Miria. If you're looking for an asymmetric bet, Miria, it's my opinion at the current price, it's a measly 30% away from its all-time low and staggering 1,000%, 10x from its all-time high. Recommending research and projects. So, guys, Miria, definitely a good scoop up in my opinion as well. I definitely second that opinion. All right, let's go check in on Coach again, guys. See what he's saying before we get into another article.
These are 3 key things you should be doing during this bull market. I'm speaking from personal experience and how this radically transformed my family's life and will transform my family's life for generations to come. In the bull run from 2020 to 2022, I realized this is unrealistic how much money you can make in a short amount of time. And what most people do is they get emotionally attached. It's really exciting. We're all going through it right now as we sit on November 16, 2024. The markets are skyrocketing. And you get emotionally attached to this. Remember, billionaires use astrology, millionaires use charts. What does that mean? Billionaires understand the wave of energy. They understand that everything goes up, everything goes down. The tide goes out, the tide comes in. Millionaires are emotional. Their emotions are attached to the charts. That's why the casino wins 100% of the time, and that's why Wall Street wins 100% of the time. So step 1 is to develop an exit plan. I always exit 50% of my alternative coins. I'm holding 100% of my Bitcoin. I've done other videos on that on why.
I do the same thing.
50% on targets on the way up. So as everybody's trying to catch the big kahuna wave, I've already exited 3 to 4 times as it hits its all-time high, because when it does, and it never goes where they predict it's going to go, everybody's wrong, media specifically. Because by the time it gets to the media, that's what they want you to hear. Remember who runs the media station: television programming, channeling information, television. So by the time it gets to the news, that's what they want you to hear. And the big money's already exited. So number one, develop an exit plan. A good thing you can do is pull out your initial investment. Now you're on house money. Number two is develop a diversification plan outside of the asset class. Within the asset class, be diversified, but also outside. Here's exactly my diversification plan. I follow Warren Buffett's rule. Rule number one, don't lose money. Rule number two, follow rule number one. First step for me is max funding my index universal life policies, cash value life insurance. I do that for 3 reasons. Number one, it protects my principal. So when the markets come collapsing down, my principal is protected. I took house money and I insured it. Number two is I'm getting market-like returns, anywhere from 6 to 12%. It's indexed to the market, not attached to the market. Money compounds every 7 years at 10%. So now I'm compounding my money, I'm protecting my money. And number three, I can leverage my money. Leverage is amazing. I can borrow against the cash value, multiplying my money 3 ways now. Profited in crypto, hold profit, insured it, and now I can use it again. I'm going to buy more silver. I'm using Bitcoin as my gold. I'm going to get more real estate and diversify in real estate for tax liabilities, long-term strategy. I'm not worried about the money on the doors. I'm worried about depreciation and long-term wealth. In businesses, we're good to go. So since 2020 to 2022 in the big bull run, we developed companies in information technology, attention, and education. We took the profit from those companies and went back into the capital markets in the bear market. In this cycle, we're going to do the exact same thing. So what I'll be doing is innovating my companies and helping them become more efficient. 2, create more income to put it back in the markets in 2026, 2027, 2028. And we're going to repeat the cycle. So number one, you need an exit plan. Number two is you need to develop Number two, you need to develop a diversification plan. Number three, once you get this all beautifully set up, you should protect it with a trust. It's not.
And that's what we're doing over on the Patreon, guys. We're creating our exit plans and our exit strategies, right? And the trick here is, like I've been saying through this live stream, is to maintain your wealth, not to spend it all, right? So what we do is we find ways through the bear market, not only to dollar cost average back into the market, but to diversify and make our money that we've made make us more money, right? So that we pay off our debts, so you have no debts, right? No mortgage, no car payments, none of that stuff. And then you make your money work for you so that you don't have to go work for somebody else. That's what we're doing, guys. That is the plan, okay? No more working for somebody else. No more helping somebody else get wealthy, right? No more of that stuff. All right. Continuing on. XRP skyrockets past $1 as SEC faces legal troubles and favorable regulatory shifts loom. The payment-focused cryptocurrency surged over 27%, reaching a high of $1.27 at one point, a level not seen since November. Okay, so basically we've covered most of this. The lawsuit filed by the U.S. District Court in Kentucky said the SEC has unilaterally asserted regulatory authority over cryptocurrencies, classifying them as investment contracts like stocks and bonds. It added that digital assets are just assets and not investment contracts. The SEC's approach encroaches upon states' rights on the policy. If you don't know what this is the 18 states that have filed lawsuits against the SEC. The lawsuit could have far-reaching implications, especially on the SEC's pending appeal in the Ripple case, which is one of the biggest factors impacting XRP's price. In December of 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, accusing the company of conducting an unregistered securities offering by selling XRP, with the SEC classified as which the SEC classified as a security. In July of last year, the U.S. court ruled that Ripple XRP sales to institutional investors qualified as security transactions. However, it also determined that the sales of XRP to public exchanges did not fall under that classification. Sorry, Gary, but you lose. XRP is the key beneficiary of more friendly administration under Donald Trump, and in particular from likely ongoing SEC chief Gary Gensler, who has had Ripple Labs tied up in legal battles, which could disappear along with his departure, founders told CoinDesk. There's even speculation of a potential meeting between Ripple and Trump. Yes, we saw confirmation of that yesterday. Brad Garlinghouse has actually met with Donald Trump. So very, very bullish news there. Guys, let's go have a look at some of these charts. I wanted to show you guys some of these charts. Miri is breaking out right now. As you can see, it's trying to get above this descending channel here, this trend line. If we can break above there, what I think is going to happen is we're going to have our breakout, our retest, and then Miria is going to absolutely start to run, in my opinion, guys. As we go over to Swift. Yes, let's go over to Swift's chart and have a look. Swift broke out 2 days in a row, broke above this resistance level, then fell back below it again, which is fine as long as we're above this trend line. I would like to see a clean break above this resistance level at the 2035, and a daily candle close above there would be crucial for me for further continuation to the upside on Swift. As for XCN, I know you guys love to see the XCN chart. So XCN has officially broken above this resistance level once again today. Can we close the daily candle above there? That's what I'm going to be paying attention to. A nice close above this trend line, this resistance level. Maybe a retest of it for support and then take off, right? That's what I would like to see, a nice healthy break on this. But this could already, I mean, we already see this breakout retest here, and now we're trying to break out, but we have this little sell-off here, right? So it's going to be a little bit difficult to get out of there, but XCN is making its way as well. What do we got here? Legend of Alexander SD, aka Stater. Stater's flying. People saying over $10 very fast. Let me have a look at it for you, buddy. Let me have a look at it. Actually, you know what I'll do? Let me see. Stater. Let's have a look at Stater. I love the name, Stater. So looking at it right now, it had one hell of a jump, eh? Look at that jump over the last few days. Look at that. That's the daily time frame. Crazy. Crazy break to the upside there, man. Looks like it's caught a bit of support down here. We seem to have found some support here. Absolutely. And now we're working our way back up again, man. Absolutely. I dig that. I dig that. It's looking good. I think we looked at this yesterday, I want to say, and I told you down here was probably a good time to DCA, right? But what is it right now? It is currently 86 cents. $10. I mean, it got as high as what? It wicked up to $1.42 on KuCoin. I mean, $10 is $10 is definitely possible for sure. I would not say that it's not possible. What was the all-time high? Wicked all the way up here to $1.96. Now, this is what I talk about this on the Patreon as well, guys. People need to understand something here, okay? Another reason you got to get over to the Patreon, guys. You're missing out on so much information, right? So when you see like the all-time high, it's usually something like this, like it's a wick, right? You know what that means? That means that there's no liquidity right here. There's no liquidity, okay? So when people say, I'm going to set my sell order way up there, you know, like I'm going to try to sell, like there's no one's buying up here. There's no liquidity, okay? So it's the all-time high, but it's not really the all-time high. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't transactions at that level, if that makes sense to you, right? So now could it get to $10? Potentially, yes, it could. I would be targeting, honestly, if this was me, depending on what price you got in at, I would probably be starting to take profits around that $5 to $6 range. I would start taking some profits off the table. That's just me, though, right? So, but yeah, I know you've been loving Stater, man. I know you've been loving it, brother, and I'm digging it. I am digging it. All right. What else do we got? Let's go see what Stuart Alderodi's talking about. Ripple's Stuart Alderodi criticizes Gensler's SEC defense. Stuart Alderodi, the chief legal officer of Ripple, has sharply criticized Gary Gensler, the chair of the U.S. SEC, for attempting to justify the SEC's ongoing crypto lawsuits. In a post on X, Alderodi responded to Gensler's recent comments about the commission's actions against the crypto industry. Gensler had defended his stance, stating that he was simply continuing the work of his predecessor, Jay Clayton, who had initiated the key lawsuits, including the high-profile case against Ripple. Alderodi strongly rejected this justification, describing Gensler's defense as akin to burning down a house and then claiming innocence by saying Clayton lit the match. Alderodi's comments reflects his belief that Gensler cannot hide behind the actions of his predecessor to explain his aggressive anti-crypto actions over the past 4 years. So Gensler's trying to blame Jay Clayton for what Gensler's been doing for the last 4 years. Trying not to get fired, right? Gensler's tenure has been marked by his stance that most cryptocurrencies are securities, and he has led the SEC's efforts to crack down on the crypto industry through what critics describe as a regulation by enforcement approach. In a recent speech, Gensler defended the SEC's actions against crypto, saying that when he became the chair in 2021, the SEC under Jay Clayton had already taken 80 actions, including the Ripple case. Gensler argued he was just continuing Clayton's work. However, Ripple CLO Stuart Alderodi disagreed, saying that that doesn't justify Gensler's continued actions, which Ripple believes are stifling crypto innovation. Gensler also hinted that he might step down as the SEC chair amid growing criticism, including calls for his resignation from figures like former SEC official John Reed Stark after the 2024 U.S. presidential election. This speculation adds to the tension around his relationship and the SEC's crypto regulations. The SEC's approach has led to significant backlash, particularly from the crypto industry. A coalition of 18 U.S. state attorney generals have filed lawsuits against the SEC, accusing the agency of constitutional overreach in its efforts to regulate the crypto space. This lawsuit adds to the pressure of the SEC on the SEC to rethink its stance and regulatory approach. There's a growing talks about the future of crypto regulations in the U.S. Some believe the next SEC chair might be more supportive of crypto. Journalist Eleanor Tourette reports that the CFTC could also take on a bigger role in the crypto regulations, possibly with more funding and resources to handle the growing crypto market. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is hopeful about the changes in crypto regulations. He and Alderodi have urged U.S. lawmakers, including Donald Trump, to make the U.S. more crypto-friendly by ending the SEC's strict approach and adopting a fairer regulation system. The debate over the SEC's leadership in crypto stance and future regulations is intensifying, with significant consequences for Ripple, the crypto industry, and U.S. regulations. Gary Gensler trying to point the finger at someone else to take the blame for his actions. We got another article. Bitcoin nears 91K. Can bulls push BTC's price to 95K amid key resistance? Wise analyst, has shared insights into BTC's price movements and market status. In a long X post, the analyst highlighted Bitcoin's bullish momentum, important volume levels, and key resistance and support zones. With BTC hovering near $91,000, the analysts monitors whether the crypto can sustain its upward trajectory or face potential correction. Bitcoin is consolidating near $91,000, a critical level identified by both analysts and technical indicators. The developing weekly and monthly candles show a strong bullish trend, with BTC making higher highs and higher lows. According to Wise Analysts, the weekly VWAP and VAH level at 91,000 serves as an immediate resistance. A breakout above this zone could pave the way for Bitcoin to rally towards 95K or higher. Furthermore, Bitcoin's recently rebounded from a liquidity sweep at 79,450, which reignited bullish sentiment. The analyst emphasized the significance of monitoring the VWAP levels, particularly the third band, as acceptance below these levels could lead to a drop towards 81,699. However, the ongoing momentum has kept traders optimistic, with many maintaining long positions. Technical indicators suggest continued bullish momentum. The RSI stands at 77.51, placing Bitcoin in the overbought territory. While this signals the possibility of a shorter-term consolidation or correction on the MACD remains positive. Now, I want to show you something before I continue on with this, guys. Okay, I want to show you something about the RSI that makes what he just said absolutely irrelevant. And most people don't look back on this and understand, okay? So he said, oh, the RSI, we might cool down because the RSI is at a 71, right, 0.59 or whatever, right? So now I want to show you something here. Check this out. Let me just delete some of these here. So this circle right here is the election. And I've showed you guys this before, okay? This is the election, November 5th. And we just went parabolic immediately after the election, which is exactly what we've been doing this time as well. We've been repeating that, okay? But what I wanted to show you on November 5th right here, look at the RSI, 85.16, okay? It was more overbought then than it is now, okay? And that didn't make a lick of difference because Bitcoin just continued to go parabolic, regardless of what the RSI said. Okay, and we ended up with a divergence here, as you can see. So because the RSI is at 71 doesn't necessarily mean that Bitcoin has to stop climbing and cool off. When you're going parabolic, you go parabolic, right? That's just the long and short of it. So I wanted to show you guys that because not many people are actually realizing that, right? I see a lot of people using it as an excuse, saying, well, we might cool off. Yes, we might cool off. But history shows that the RSI can be up at 77.47 and still continue to go parabolic, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. Back over to the article. Technical indicators suggest the continued bullish momentum. Okay, so I already read that part. Okay, so Bitcoin faces resistance around 91,500 and 92,000. A zone that has consistently challenged its upward momentum. Breaking above this level could confirm its bullish breakout, setting $95,000 as a key target. Again, going back over to the Bitcoin chart, I'll show you guys what they're talking about here. Right here, as we see, we've rejected off this level, this resistance level 3 times, right? I pointed that out earlier. So that's where we're struggling with right now, okay? Can we break above there? We would get to the next technical target would be at the right here at $95,000. That would be the next level of resistance, most likely. So that is what they are referring to there. Getting a little bit of a lesson here, guys. On the downside, support at 85,000 and 81,000 provides a safety net for the bulls, with strong historical buying interest at these levels. Wise Analyzed highlighted key Bitcoin liquidity pools that traders are monitoring for potential market activity. The zones above include 92,375, 93,215, and 95,050, and 96,108. Moreover, those levels are 90 90,541, 89,000. These are the support levels. 89,548, 88,555, and 87,714. These levels are expected to play big roles in shaping Bitcoin's next major price movements. Extreme greed. The market is extremely greedy, as seen by Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Recent spikes to 86 on the Fear and Greed. Altcoins have gained popularity, which has increased market optimism, even if Bitcoin dominance has marginally decreased to 59.42. Futures interest rose by 4.18 to 103.16 billion. The options open interest jumped by 12.40%, hinting at an increased institutional participation. Potential scenarios. The market suggests two potential scenarios for Bitcoin's trajectory. A bullish continuation could unfold with a breakout above 92K, paving the way for targets of 94 and 95K, supported by sustained volume and widening MACD histograms. Alternatively, a bearish correction may occur if Bitcoin fails to break 92K, potentially leading to a pullback towards 85K or even 81K, with the scenario aligning with the cooling RSI and reduced market volatility. So could see a break to 94, 95K, or the downside would be 87 to 81K. We'll see how it plays out, guys. We will see how it plays out. All right, let me get the chart back here. Let's get back over to, let's go to the JASMY chart for now. All right, let's get into the chat, see what everybody's talking about here. All right, so William's in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you again today, my friend. Good to see you. Dumb money. Faces are beginning to melt. Faces beginning to feel the flames. Yes. Guys, as always, please make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel grow. It means a lot. We work hard to bring you the alpha, and it's free to hit the subscribe button. So please go ahead and do that. It would be fantastic. Also, join the Patreon, guys. You're missing out on a whole bunch over there. So, Crypto Holmes, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Lily, yo, Wen Moon, XCN. Let me translate that. What you talking about? Thank you, XCN. Hey, no problem, brother. No problem. Jetpack's in the house. Lord of the Realm, what's going on, man? It's a beautiful green day. Oh, yeah. Up bigly. Holmes is up bigly. Me too, brother. Me too. Feels good. Still not taking any profits right now, though. Stefan, I have a riddle. If I fly so high I can nearly touch the sky, don't look down. Something happened on the ground. The answer is JASMY is about to pump. Boom. I dig it. I dig it. Rudolph, yeah, you can hear my Christmas songs, eh? JASMY and XRP. It's tsunami time. Tsunami. Gotta. Isaac, what's up, man? Batlander's in the house. Isaac's in the house. Good afternoon. Gotta love the juice. The juice is loose, baby. Rob is the master mindset. Thank you so much, brother. Are you still buying anything or done? Well, I mean, Jackie, you're over on the Patreon. You should know this, but right now, I'm only buying on bigger dips now. I'm no longer dollar cost averaging, but if you guys want to know my full strategy, what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, get over to the Patreon. Stefan, when Trump keeps his promises in April next year, it looks very juicy. Yes, dumb money in the house. XRP and JASMY, $17 per coin. Nice. Data for Facebook, Google AI needs data. Yes, it does, man. Santa Rally. Bruce, paid data. Yes, exactly. Data, Facebook, Google AI needs data. Yes, they need it. That's the thing, right? Asuna, been longing on JASMY at 2 cents 150 already on profit, but in terms of short term, you think I should take profit on JASMY? I think JASMY's primed for a big run to the upside, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Could be within the next couple of days. We'll have to see what happens with Bitcoin, but JASMY is primed. It is certainly primed to make a move up to this level. So that's just my opinion. Is that only for Japan, or is any? No, you can use it in the States too. If you're talking about the PDL, It's not available on Android yet, Jackie. Only on Apple. Jasmine, my biggest bag. Let's do this. DD points. Thank you, sir. Hey, Bruce, I got you covered, brother. I got you covered. Studio Tech in the house. What's up, man? Tiger. When Japan decided to cut rates, gonna be mega bullish on Jasmine. Absolutely, man. All the way to the bank. Jetpack. Alberto, what's up, man? You guys jamming out the Christmas music. Love it. We're doing the same here. Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I am such a big Christmas fan. You guys have no idea. I'm always in such a great mood around Christmas time. Swift and XCN, yes, both pumping, man. Absolutely love it. Miri is up 21% now. Holy crap. Quant total supply already coming. Great story by Coach. Yes, absolutely. Craig, if Jasmine can clear 2 cents 4.5, it'll run to 4 cents. That was a resistance last time. 4 cents 4. Yes. Jasmine already going down. It's not going down. What are you talking about? It's still at 2 cents 2.36. It's not going down. Nacho, hey Rob and Jasmine family, good to see you, brother. Jetpack, amen, and God we trust. Swift is looking good today. Hells yeah, Hangman. Hells yeah. When Japan cuts rates, game over. Yes, yes, yes. On CoinMarketCap, it flew to $8. Oh, holy smokes! Stater went to $8. Wow. Well, maybe it can hit $10 then, man. If it was at $8 already, holy smokes. Les, how you doing, man? Rivers in the house. Good to see you. Amon, good afternoon, my friend. Boo. Boo. H. Barbarina in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Data is digital oil. Jasmine supremacy is inevitable. Yes. When Jasmine will be removed from the monitoring zone. Well, the next shot at it wouldn't be until January. The first week of January would be the next opportunity for that. Do you hear about the coin XODEX? No, I've never heard of it. I have never heard of that. It's up 3% today, though. It's only got a $2 million market cap. Well, not a bad little play. Simon, what's up, man? In the house. Active downforce. Been holding Jasmine since 2021. Hope patience pays well. It will, my friend. It will. Legend of Alexander. H-Bar's melting faces seems the American cryptos play a role. Yes. Yes, exactly. That's exactly. Good call, man. Good call on that. H-Bar right now is up. Wow, 29% on the day. 29.5% for H-Bar, guys. Crazy. Funky, been watching, but on TV couldn't type. Nice. Funky's in the house. All right, guys. So listen, that's the news. That's the news. That's the chat, guys. Get over to the Patreon. I'm going to be live over there this afternoon. Make sure you're there and be back here again at 8 p.m. Central tonight. I will be live every day, 7 days a week, 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central time, 7 days a week. Get over to the Patreon. I'm also live over there every single day as well. Get the help that you need, guys. If you don't know how to take profits, if you're kind of wondering what to do now, get over there and get a plan in place. Book your one-on-ones with me, guys. The link's in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. Get over there. Now is the perfect time to join our community. I will see you guys this evening, 8 o'clock Central.